Hello everyone, I'm ExtraCheesy87 and this is Let's Play Trails Through Daybreak Part 122 in 23, In the previous video we kicked off Chapter 5 and started our rounds around places. Hey Sam, what's wrong? You're being real quiet. I know you're probably shocked at what happened, but this isn't like you. It's just, you know, my brother works at the Tyrell Times. He told me something. He said it might have been racially driven. I've always tried not to get wrapped up in that kind of stuff, but now... I didn't really care about racism before, but... Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I guess I get what you mean. Might be a little tough to just ignore it and move it on this time. I feel so bad for you. You fit in so perfectly here, and then to have to feel that... Oh wait, are you supposed to be Easter? I don't... You all... Is that what it is? I'm not really... It's okay to confront the stuff if you're only ready to. Just know you can always come to Peter and me. We're here for you. Whether or not you choose to do anything about these issues, you'll always be our friend. Nothing will ever change that, alright? Yeah, what she said. I agree 100%. Shut up, Peter. Nobody wants to hear you talk. If you ever need to just get something off your chest, we're here. It's easy to think about stuff once you've gotten it out and cooked your head. We're more than happy to give you that space. We'll figure it out with you. It's the least we can do. You guys, thank you. I don't know what I was thinking, letting myself get so hung up like that. Sorry I worried you two. That was really getting me down. I refused to let myself snap out of it and let go. I'm so glad I have Peter and Marilyn in my life. They don't care about my background. They just care about me. That's what I call a couple of true friends.
One bullet can change your fate.
Even though you always treat Peter like a piece of shit.
Of the smash hit, Wolf's Requiem.
We all get along so naturally with Son. It's easy to forget what sort of position she's in with society. Yeah, totally. I would never forget, personally. She tries not let any of that bother her and happily embraces people like us. It's pretty amazing when you think about it. And it comes down to it, my problem's pale in comparison to her. Maybe it's time I sat down and really settled the score back home. I don't know, but making everybody look the same. They have term masks. I'm very colorblind. I don't think it's strange for Son to wear things that aren't associated with her heritage. She just wants to walk to the beat of her own drum. I just wish she would realize that it's okay for her to rely on us sometimes. I mean, we're her friends because of how unique she is. That's why we were able to meet in the first place. Don't you have a hotel to be sitting in, little girl?
I see.
That terror attack was so much bigger than the ones that came before it. Didn't really feel real to me when it happened. Watching those stock prices fall sent some serious chills down my spine. Don't you mean watching the death count go up sent some serious chills down my spine? You fuck? Alright, man, it's time to do something shady. I'm just saying, if there's any sort of talk about a national tragedy and your ass mentions the fucking stock prices, be gone. Immediate deportation. You two! What's up, Anyas? You working hard or hardly working? I'm on my way to work myself. Just swung by here real quick to check up on Albert. You've met him, right? Not that I ask you to, but I understand given all that's happened. Anyway, I'm always bugging you about this, but seriously, don't do anything too dangerous, okay? I get that what happened in Basel was an unavoidable emergency, but that didn't stop me from being scared of my mind for you. Anything happened to you, yeah, I mean, it'd be bad if something happened to me. I'm me. I'm sorry, I'm always making you worry, aren't I? That's not... Don't be sorry, I didn't mean to make you feel... I've never seen you so hot and bothered before. I think you should have a little more faith in Anyas. After all, respecting a woman's feelings is the fastest way to her heart, or so they say anyway. What if she feels she doesn't want to be with you? Do you play the... Does reverse psychology come into play there? And here I thought you were going to say something insightful for once. I should have known better. Anyway, I'm not here to stop you. Just know that we're here for you if you need anything, alright? Of course, thank you, Albert. Got to go to my job after this. I'm gonna try and wrap things up here as quickly as I can. Too worried about Mom right now. You be careful too, alright, Agnes? Albert's not the only one who thinks about you, you know? I have no idea what's going on right now. Whatever happens, be careful. Don't forget, we're your friends too, so we'll always be here for you if you need us to talk.
Well,
Albert, I just want you to know, if your ass was a playable character, you would have cat ears on. But like, not the good kind of cat ears, you would have the Machias cat ears of shame. I notice that whenever a major tragedy happens, people always want to learn about it. I've had people coming in to buy tour and farming guides about krill. Some people are even purchasing books about weaponry. You know what? More power to them. There's nothing more scary than the unknown, and knowledge can help mitigate that fear.
this feels great.
Yo, check out that chick with the sunglasses. She's hot as hell.
Yeah,
What?
but have you seen her mom, though? I don't believe what's happening. This feels way too serious to be real. They got checkpoints all over the place. Everywhere I passed on the way here looked like they were in complete disarray. Tell me about it. Much as I love me some juicy rumors, even I'm worried. Have to wonder how much weird baseless stuff circulating right now. I'm gonna have to watch what I say from now on. Don't want the damn government figuring out that I know all their secrets. Well, this really is an emergency, even if you're trying to get your act together. The situation's what it is, I suppose. I used to be interested in just about any rumors I came across, but I guess I need to start being more careful about false info floating around. I do think the aliens did this shit though, just let that be on the record. Maybe if I see something weird on the message boards online, I'll start to either point it out or, worst comes to worst, report it. Hate to do it, but when the authorities first noticed the whole state of emergency at first, it didn't really sit right with me while it was even happening. Tried to go for a ride on my bicycle to calm my nerves, only to get told off for doing that by a policeman. That's when I realized Calvert really is in trouble. When some problem going on elsewhere, I can just brush off it because it's none of my business. I'm just saying, if they won't let you bike around your own city, the terrorists won, man.
Thanks for stopping by.
It's all part of Dante's master plan to stop them making bike lanes. You haven't seen Colin around here lately. And Miss Mouse is really busy with something too. What the heck is going on? Maybe it had something to do with what happened? Those two haven't been their usual selves. It's making me a little anxious. There's still work to be done here, and it's not going to get done if I keep moping around. Better get to it.
This tastes great.
The people of Krill would have loved the way this tastes. Those people have gone too far. We're left with no choice but to crush them. Yeah, oh, we could have crushed them easily before, but only after they set off the super weapon. Now we're getting serious. How well accomplished they need is still up in the air, however. I want to follow the Elder's orders to the letter, regardless of what those orders may be. A situation as grave as this, there are only so many ways you can respond. Depending on how things go, it's possible there could even be blood on the streets of Edith. I admit I do have my concerns about what the other families are up to right about now, but in the end we have to follow whatever orders the Elders give us. What if the orders fucked up? What if the orders like detonate your own bomb? Don't you have a moral obligation not to do it? Hmm? You okay there? Music Shop Brothers. You see any brothers in there? Man, I don't see any brothers in there. I mean, you got the dang old, almost a reflect. Well, actually, that's supposed to be a window on the inside. Because it looks more like it's a reflection. But Van's out. Are you guys all vampires, or
Off we go.
are you vampires?
How about some popcorn, huh?
Man, there might be an emergency declaration going on, but if I don't go in and sell my popcorn, I don't get to make any money today, so I got no choice. I'm told nobody worthless good for nothing, but I do have some popcorn. The only reason I'm here is because I couldn't hack it in when I tried to break into the movie industry and set it on this as a compromise.
So...
Would you like some popcorn now that I told you my sad story? Might be an emergency declaration going on, but if I don't go out and sell my popcorn, I'll make no money today. I got no choice. I'm told nobody worthless good for nothing,
Hey
man.
there. What'll it be?
Caramel corn, ginger ale. That's all I got. Caramel corn, ginger ale. Oh,
See
you
ya.
want some sody pop? Nope, got ginger ale. It's pretty good.
I feel like I've seen that lady before.
Yeah, but I can't quite put my finger on where. Who is she? Crap. We gotta bail.
Pretty self-absorbed to think they're talking about you and not like the president's daughter.
How about some nice cold ice cream?
Times like these, little sugar can help calm the nerves. Or Van Arkride, the legendary only Spriggan. Chocolate can also have a soothing effect to how I bit my tongue. So much for that sales pitch, I guess. Can't exactly sell anyone on it if I can't keep my own head cool right now.
One girl's courage will change history.
It'll change history.
Dawn of the revolution.
Man, don't you wish you could be that good of an actor? The Republic has never faced a crisis like this before in its long history. Motherfucker, there was a World War II in-game years ago! What the fuck are you talking about? Remember they had a flying castle? Remember one in-game year ago where there was a laser ion cannon that could wipe places off the face of existence? Remotely? There's a lot of unrest going on among the citizens right now. And that goes for us too. We know all the questions the people want answered about the situation. We get the Tower of Times of one job and one job only, to bring facts to the people for different information muddies the waters. What you're doing is vital to the well-being of this country. Be proud of what you do as you go out and get those answers. Yes, Chief. What the fuck are you talking about? This is a completely unprecedented situation. It's really putting our abilities to the test. There's more to this story than what the government's led us to believe. People are counting on us to shed light on the truth, so that's exactly what we'll do. I mean, you're probably not wrong, but...
I heard.
Yeah. I mean, saying it's unprecedented, yes, I will let you have that. Saying has never faced a crisis like this. I suppose I could see that wording. I guess. It does seem like a bit of a hyperbole. Because I guess she's not saying it's the greatest crisis they've ever faced, just one that's unique. Which I suppose I will let you have that. Now, I still feel like it's not that different than the ion cannon tower. The only difference is that it's, you know, a domestic enemy, but it's still the same idea of like a weapon of mass destruction that could strike anywhere at any time. Things have been pretty crazy around here lately. I've never seen anything like it. The area surrounding Krell under lockdown, we can't send anybody out there to do on-the-ground investigating. Editor-in-Chief gave us a pep talk earlier, so I'm sure the reporters are fired up to dig something up. That'll be easy though. I mean, it's probably pretty easy to dig stuff up right now over there, considering the whole explosion. Got a feeling this whole crisis could turn to be a sink or swim moment for a paper. I think it could be a sink or swim moment for the country. Unless you're on the list of people who are going to get to go to space. Right now, I'm in the midst of compiling the names of the people believed to have been caught up in the attack. One name that comes up is Dingo Brad, the reporter from Meld magazine. I'm really worried about Mario. I know how close the two of them were. Poor girl. Been murmurs of what happened in Krell might have been an ethnic attack. It's only speculation for now. Ended up telling my sister San about it anyway. I really shouldn't have done that though. She's probably freaking out. I get the feeling San is taking what I said really hard. I know she tries to pay any mind those sorts of issues.
Alrighty.
Part of my job is to ask questions and explore as many angles of a potential story as I can. I think sharing with her was the wrong call. I messed up big time. A whole village disappeared? Are you sure that's not a story from some movie? It really happened? Does that mean everyone who lived there... actually, everybody was just outside of the city perimeters for the festival. Just what a quinky dink. I don't want to think about it. I'm scared now. Hurry up and get out of the restroom. In light of what happened in Crow Village, the film industry will be doing charity drives to offer support. For our part, we've decided to donate a portion of our proceeds to the cause. There are also proposals to memorialize the history of the village on film so its legacy is never forgotten. Oh, hey, Rosette, where's your activate your memory thing? Grill Village served as a backdrop for a famous romantic film produced in the early years of film. Not only did that movie spread awareness of the village, it also inspired many people to enter the industry outright. Suffice it to say, the village left an enormous mark on a number of people, and it pains me to see what's become of it. Allegedly, I haven't actually seen it because, you know, you can't go there right now, but in all my many years of living, I've never seen anything so horrifying befall our republic. Once again, there was a World War II years ago. It reminds me of when that cult went on the rampage a decade ago. Or you remember the World War two years ago? I must say I'm impressed just how much the young people are obeying the state of emergency and maintaining order. I always thought that generation was completely insensitive about such things. I suppose I have to start changing my tune. World's most based grumpy old guy, I guess? I don't know. I think grumpy old dudes, he's low-key one of my favorite NPCs. Just because occasionally he says some reasonable it's like, you don't know. Are you going to get the most insane shit you've ever heard? Or are you going to get something completely reasonable? You never know. He's like a damn NPC loot box. Well, Village was a common shooting location for films, and now it's gone. We might not have all the facts, but one thing's for certain. It's absolutely despicable. At least its beauty has been preserved in film, but I know they can't replace what's been lost. Damn it, Aaron. I should mention that despite the state of emergency, we're continuing to show movies as usual. Some have argued that doing so is in poor taste, but we want to help keep people's spirits up in these difficult times. Plus, the money, you know? People are scared out of their minds right now. If they can come away from one of our movies with a better outlook, then we've done our job. Plus, our job is making money. I mean, why should we go out of business just because some people got killed? I'm pretty sure the people of Cray wouldn't want our village movie to go out of business. Right?
Have a ticket. Hello. Please proceed to the entrance.
I don't remember this one.
We have merchandise for the movie on sale at the shop. Why not buy a souvenir?
Give me Judith, give me Fairy. Which one was this? I mean, presumably we've seen it, I just don't remember it. He's a young man whose talent and sword. Oh, yeah, I remember this one now. Got conquer many a foe. Scoundrel killed his father. You must die.
Not half bad, kid.
I don't know why we're rewatching it.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I
the
do
spitting image
recognize
of your
this
old
art.
man.
Okay, we've seen it. I had that like picture in my head and I wanted to kind of confirm if that was the background that I was remembering. Heart feels kind of twisty now after seeing that. I had the bad guy lost in the end. That doesn't mean everything he did should be forgiven, in my opinion. Does that make sense? Have we seen... Did we see this one during the day? Because this dialogue seems very familiar. You know, Fairy, I agree. You have the law of trying to find what's good or bad, but when you get down to it, the only truth about it's the one you feel in your heart. Always listen to what your heart tells you. You don't gotta change how you feel just to make other people happy. Damn true. Does that help at all? Unless the way you feel is bad, then you should change your mind. Yeah, I guess a little. Fair enough. Wish I had more to offer in this situation. As you can maybe imagine, that movie wasn't exactly on my radar before today, but can't be pleasantly surprised for it. The lead actor's action chops are on point, and the costume and set designs were definitely unrefined, but not without their charm. Yeah, it's definitely a B movie in terms of its size and scope, but it's as well executed as anything made on a heftier budget. If anything, then humbleness might have enabled the filmmakers to be more expressive than they would have otherwise managed. Should we really be talking shop about movies at a time like this, though? Don't we have more important things to worry about? Take that back. We need moments like this now more than ever. As an actress myself, I can only hope people are able to find solace and comfort in our work, even if it's just a little bit. Yep, can't get enough of that in this day and age. Hey, it looks like they're selling commemorative brochures. I haven't finished that break, Van and crew watched another movie.
We have merchandise for the movie on sale at
Watched another movie. No way do I have enough time to catch another movie, brother. We're made of time.
Hello.
Let's see what Catra had to say. So I'm pretty sure Fairy's dialogue was old.
The showing on screen 1 will soon begin. If you have a ticket, please.
But I don't think we saw this before Catra was part of the squad, so he should have new dialogue. Or maybe they all do, and I just, for some reason, Fairy seemed familiar. In a lot of ways, that was a very conventional story of good triumphing over evil. However, at a time like this, there's something to be said for the comfort that such a movie can provide. You're telling me, couldn't have shown up at a better time. Okay, this one, I guess, maybe it's all new. Because this seems obviously, like, based on what's going on in the plot. Too bad the sorts of clean, happy endings are only stuff of fiction, though. Indeed, that doesn't mean we shouldn't do our best within our means regardless. Be that as it may, please always remember that I'm here, Mr. Arkwright. Every minute of every day, you needn't take on too much all by yourself. Thanks, Suzette. Believe me, I've been leaning on you. That feint the hero pulls off using the same move as his father really got my blood pumping. You can see how much he's grown as a character when he took down the villain. Absolutely, there's definitely a real thrill watching it happen as the audience, after seeing him go on that journey. It'd be a pretty big letdown if he didn't pull through in the end, wouldn't it? Children are supposed to surpass their parents, and students are supposed to surpass their teachers. That's the way it's meant to be. Spoken like a student on his way to doing just that. Things may have become dire, but my role and what I should be doing is still the same as ever. Also, you're kind of like low-key insulting the disciples because their ass ain't Dr. Epstein. You know, no offense to him. As a researcher and student of Professor Hamilton, I'll do what I can to support you in terms of technology. I love brochures, man. I love them. Pick up the name brochure and you're like, holy hell, that's the name of the person who was in the movie I just watched.
Hello.
Oh, whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, Judas should have new dialogue if nothing else.
Thank you for your
Um,
visit today.
We definitely watched this one during the daytime.
The
So
showing
this
on
should all be
screen 1 will
new,
soon begin.
or old dialogue. Except for Judas. Professor's the one who taught me what I know about the Republic's history. Now that this also seems new. Maybe even if we've seen the dialogue's different again. Even on its own, it's simply a good movie worth watching. My celebration of the savior of the country. Yeah, I could see how it inspires someone to want to learn more. Definitely have to assume someone wasn't. Okay, no, this seems kind of familiar. Someone was embellished, at least for entertainment's sake. Still, I like movies that have something educational to offer. Yeah, okay, well we've seen this. I'm like 74% sure. I cried so much watching that, I'm surprised how much of that movie really got to me. Contrast in how Sheena Dirk looks is so striking. On one hand, you have a positive revolutionary leader who never gives up hope. And on the other hand, you have an ordinary young woman who's understandably scared and anxious about dying. You, need a handkerchief? I'll be okay. I have to touch up my makeup after this, though. It's kind of cathartic. Had a lot on my mind after everything that happened. I needed something like this. Thanks, Van. I appreciate you doing this. No problem. That's what I'm here for. Nothing about how she's so much of a better actor than you, who would never date Maxim Lukin.
Hello. Thank you for your visit today. The showing on screen 1 will soon begin.
Who did we pick? We did Fairy and Judith, then we did...
Proceed to the entrance.
Is that in Cortra? Cortra? Yeah, you know what I mean. The main character reminds me of Aaron in a lot of ways. He hears about his friends, he has a strong sense of justice, and he knows his way around a fight, not to mention how people gave him a nickname. Apparently in Eastern cultures, peonies are considered to be the finest of all flowers. I mean, this does seem familiar. I feel like that adds an extra layer of fun to it. Somebody's done their homework. Maybe we saw this one early on before we had Rosette? And it's just showing back up? That's why Rosette seemed to have new dialogue? Because it was the first time you could watch it when she's in the party? Comparing pretty looking men to flowers is definitely a thing they do in the... Because, yeah, I remember this. I can't help but wonder what kind of flower you're most like, Van. Or this seems very familiar. You ain't gotta think too deep on that, really. Maybe I shouldn't have said that out loud. Anyway, thanks, Van. I feel a little light after watching that. Last one-on-one fight was pretty well done. At least well done for a couple of film actors. I thought I was alright. They must have done a hell of a decent job. Bet you could act in a movie. Sure got the looks and talents to make it work. I did get an offer to work on a film one time. Didn't really sound like my jam though, so I turned it down. Would have me doing completely vanilla stuff, which wasn't exciting to me. That's what you said to them? Feel for the poor sap who must have been on the other end of the conversation. Okay, so we'll check out Perfect Driver with Judith, and then I think I'll feel okay calling it. Also, Anya's, why do you say you need 5 more points? Are you out of your mind?
Hello.
Give me Judith, give me
Thank you for your visit today.
Catter. I think I'm getting to understand what you like about cars so much. And see how someone might get so attached to their vehicle when it provides so much freedom. It's like a partner in a lifelong adventure. It's so pretty fun and cool to be able to get to drive around like that, I must admit. Katra, have you seen The Light? Have you fallen in love with cars because of that movie? Finally, someone who gets me around here. I wasn't trying to convert you or anything, but man, am I glad I took you along now. I don't remember this. So maybe we saw Perfect Driver at night? I feel like I'm getting gaslit all the time, man. Van, calm down. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. I don't know that I'd say I've fallen in love with them, but it's making me think about getting my license. Really think Calvert would make you get a license? That's great, really great. If you want someone to teach you the basics, I'd be more than happy to... I mean, sometime in the future. I don't mean right this minute, okay? I got a dog I can ride. Sorry, I don't mean to sound so flippant about it or anything. Thanks for inviting me, Van. I feel a little better after seeing that. That was a well-made movie. On the one hand, you've got the family drama of a dad and his son who can't see eye to eye, which is relatable. And then on the other hand, you've got the Z1, which brings something unique to the table. Those two things really go well together. First movie was a hit too. I remember the script and direction both being solid stuff. Totally. Apparently the actors got to drive around inside real high-speed cars while shooting again. That sort of working environment's always a good recipe for getting raw, natural acting out of talent. You love to see it. You think I'm going to actress mode with this conversation? Gotta remember I'm not on the clock. Well, you are. Just for your minimum wage job. Anyway, thanks, Van. This is exactly what the doctor ordered. Okay, now, just because the catcher line seemed different. Just was constantly going friggin' gaslit, man. Because I can never remember when we watch these movies at night or in the daytime. Damn, relationships can be like a tricky thing to, like, this seems super familiar. Like, I feel like I remember her having this dialogue. There's some things you can forgive because you're related, but there's other things that are hard to compromise for that same reason. I can really relate to Philip's frustration in the movie. I'm the last person in Zamura who wants to come off as preachy, but, when you have something to say to someone, you should stay while you still can. That's my motto. I still feel slightly on edge after watching that film, albeit in a good way. The races were so engrossing I could feel my hand tensing up before I knew it. For a movie that puts the human drama front and center, they do put a lot of effort in the racing. Yeah, like I remember this conversation. I think. I'd love to hop in the passenger seat with a pro driver like that. Yeah, because she's like, I could drive you around. I will say, ordinarily I try to provide a safe, comfortable riding experience. Yeah. I don't know why Catcher is like that. I feel like Catcher's conversation, like, I feel like it would have stuck with me more, because it's kind of funny seeing Van, like, nerd out at the possibility of having a friend.
Here to remember your visit.
Hey, what's our connection event? Okay, Judith and Hermes. Kind of figured it'd be Judith just because, well, he ain't got a lot of time to try and get them in theory.
Hey, did you see?
There's a no movie. God, I love that guy. Glad his ass didn't get fried to a, you know, radioactive husk. Are we done here? Did we talk to Book Lady? I don't know if we actually talked to Book Lady. I know we went in there, but I'm not sure we talked to her.
Thanks for stopping by.
You're not a book. Don't you hate that when you try and go to the bookstore and instead you're like, I've ordered Chinese. I've noticed that whenever a major tragedy happens, people always want to, like, oh yeah, because people are coming in, they're trying to, like, I need a book on how to shoot a gun. Which, you know, gotta kind of respect. Being like, oh, if I'm gonna buy this, I'm gonna at least educate myself about it. So we just got... Oh yeah, that's the monster quest. I was gonna say, did we already do the Sidian district? So we just have 2 left. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, I want to go here.
Then let's head over.
Got any quests? No? Okay. Screw me then. One of your favorite spots, right? Full of the law-abiding and the lawless. Yep, one of the best places to hit up if you're looking for info. Let's hit in. Alright.
Van.
Long time no see.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, it's been about 2 months, I think.
Maybe. Hey, guys. Well, this is a shocker. You're looking well, Aaron. Didn't think for a second he wouldn't be. Ashton told us what happened. It's so awful. It is. Have a seat, everyone. I'm sure we have a lot to talk about. Had to take a little sip of the sauce there. So you were acquainted with Dingo too, Jack? Yep, I'm 5 years his senior. Even as capable as he is, he's kind of like a little brother to me. I call the capital my home while Jax is in Longport. Meanwhile, Dingo's work led him all over the country. The three of us all had careers, and we dealt in information too and got along great. Sometimes one of us had outwent the others, but none of us ever crossed the line like Giacomo did. Hard to believe he's dead too. He got what was coming to him, but Dingo didn't deserve that at all. I know, that's why me and Hale are here. To help you guys figure out what Almada's up to. I've had some dealings with them in the past too, which is all the more reason I feel like I should be here to help. What do you mean? If you not read her book? I don't know. I don't remember them mentioning Almada specifically, but I mean, there were like mafia ties. I don't know if maybe they're gonna like retcon that to be like early Almada. Or maybe it was always meant to be early Almada, and obviously the name just didn't mean anything at the time. We were involved in the events that led to Dante's taking over. I'm sure you've heard, Almada wasn't half as bad before him. Yeah, the story goes he was their underboss back in the day, then made their former boss pay the price for screwing up. Sounds like he got what's coming to him, and Dante's is never going to be satisfied serving under a too big thug like him to begin with. Yeah, for being this big scary mafia boss, Enrique was basically leading two things, Jack and shit, and Jack left town. This is my boomstick? Meanwhile, Dante's is as dangerous as they come, and he's drawing the ire of every major player on the continent. Sounds like Hayui's elders are finally planning to do something about the problem, too. I've heard rumors that they're already making their move. About damn time. I wonder if that means she's working with them, too. Not them, ... Word is that some famous Jaegers outside the Republic are also looking to get involved. The church and the society are getting ready too. Church has been getting ready for 1 billion years. They ain't done shit, man. Makes sense the church would be acting considering the bomb was blown up using an artifact. Sounds like it's not just the guys you'd expect either. I've heard talk there's another armed group in the church on the move. I wonder if that relates to the other man we saw in the Blacklight District. That is interesting. I know they took part in Nil Mirage 2 years ago. They don't normally interfere in other countries' affairs, do they? Apparently they have been a lot lately, seemingly at the behest of whoever's at the top. Wonder what the society's after in all this. Seems like they've been after Almada for a while now. Indeed, I've heard the direwolf is pursuing Melchior for a while. Sounds like they're up to something in Tharbad too. They're in the film festival? He did not get involved directly in the chaos, at least. Let's see. Perhaps there's some kind of shady connection between the society and Almada, or the gardens for that matter? Yeah, I don't know. My working theory right now is that trying to stop Almada, I mean, if we assume Almada is opposed to the president and they're not working together, then that, like, stopping Almada could be what Graham Hart approaches the society about at the end of Reverie. Like, that's kind of what he, you know, he maybe wants their help in that because they're gonna stop his plans to do whatever, send our asses to space or something. At the very least, we can take some solace in the fact they're definitely not working together. Hard to imagine how the current situation can get any worse, but I suppose that is something. Everything hinges on Almada's next move, I suppose. Yeah, current deadlock ain't gonna last. Someone's gonna act out sooner or later, and I'm betting it'll be sooner. You can count on us when it comes to info. We'll let you know as soon as we hear anything of interest. Appreciate that. You guys just stay out of trouble out there, alright? He'll be fine with Jackson to avoid drinking himself into an early grave. Alright, shit, man. They got liver transplants now. Give me a robo liver. Wait, before you go. You remember Mariel, the young lady who always chases after Dingo, right? You haven't seen her today, have you? No, afraid not. I haven't seen her ever since the emergency declaration was put into effect, come to think of it. She really looked up to Dingo, didn't she? The news was been a real shock. I heard she's been desperately seeking out information on what happened, but I'm worried she's gonna get herself into trouble. I see what you mean. Alright, we'll try and keep an eye out for her. That could be like our hook for the main story for the daytime section. Mario probably gets herself arrested and we gotta go make her not arrested. I could definitely see her, you know, going up to the village to try and inspect the scene and getting arrested or something like that. No matter how tough the going gets, now's the time to skulk about it. I have my own history with A. Even if it's not under the same leadership anymore, that doesn't mean I can just let them do as they please. Got a bottle here I promised Dingo I'd open up next time he visited Longport. Anyway, got some contacts here in Edith. Let's see what I can dig up outside Bramati's network. I know it's easier said than done, but try and hold out a little longer for going on the offensive. I'll hit the pavement and see what I can find out too. I owe Dingo that much. Do try and keep an eye on Marielle too if you can. I'm aware of what she might be up to after everything that happened. Can't believe Nia would escape all on her own. I didn't see that one coming. Superheroes are so darn cool. I mean, I couldn't let the story be all bleak. I need a little hope. Is that bad? Maybe people don't want to read about a happy and hopeful story the way things are now? I mean, I think it matters more that it's well written. The tone of the story, you know, doesn't really matter that much as long as it's well written. What are you talking about, Miss Kakona? We're still talking about comics, yeah? Now that's the perfect time for kids to be getting some hope through these comics. I mean, he's got a point. I don't know. You know, just don't... Write what you want to write, lady, man. I think that's what's most important. I'll keep writing this the way I want it to be.
Okay.
I thought you were too dense to understand people at all. What the fuck you saved me for? What's that? Where did that come from? Did I say something weird? Might be a little dense, but still, I guess that's what makes you you. Aaron, buddy. It's always you. This isn't good. Might not even be able to book you another show unless you get on stage as Sailor. You know what this means, right? I hear you, and I appreciate your candor as my producer, but can I just have a little more time? Sailor won't accept if I just spring it out on her out of nowhere. Gives me some time to ease her into the idea. She's just shoved as she is. Fine, tell things are. Maybe time is what she needs to gain some perspective. She will. Sailor and I have been talking, so all I gotta do is lay it out and... whatever, just take care of it. Keep in mind, we got our own bottom line to look out for. The most we can stall is, 2 weeks. Okay, thank you so much. Now then. There's an invisible person here. You hear about it? I just can't believe the whole village would be wiped out like that. Not to mention the lockdown. What are you supposed to do at a time like this? Like, what do you do? Take it easy, Selma. Let's just relax and take this all one step at a time. State of emergency or not, we need to be steady. Just try to keep living your day-to-day as always. Gotta keep on going on strong, and I guarantee everything will be fine. Just take a deep breath and let's try and calm down, okay? It's like nothing phases you. How do you do it? Drugs. Lots of drugs, lady. I think you give me too much credit. The Battle of Jormungand taught me anything. I guess it was how to keep my cool. Thought of war dragging on and getting drafted if things got worse, the fighting in general. It got to me. I was a wreck. Wasn't healthy, but it taught me that there's no use in worrying yourself up a storm of what you can't fix. You're steady, Lottie. If I could just lean on you a bit more. I'm honestly still a little on edge because of everything. But there's people that got it way harder than I do. I need to be able to pull myself together for them. Rather than fear-mongering, we should help those that need us most. That's the first step. Lottie was already such a good listener and overall just so much fun to hang out with. I think he'd be so dependable, too. Take that worthless ex of mine. He's so much better than you.
Okay.
Get his ass? They're sure making a big deal out of nothing. People only ever care about those at the top anyway. And if not that themselves, what a bunch of shit. Okay.
Oh, good stuff right here. The very best.
State of emergency or not, people need to eat if they want to stay alive. There should be hundreds of potential hungry customers in Riverside. Come get our new cotton candy tuna tacos. Cotton candy and tuna tacos. Put some mustard on that bee and ooh-wee. Not throwing in the towel just yet. Even if we lose some customers, we can still offer them a great menu. Good grief, how am I supposed to run a business without any customers? I went ahead and told Primo to take some time off. There's plenty I could say about that last, but she's smart enough to listen to people's advice. I sure hope there won't be any terrorist attacks in the city. In any case, if there are, it's my responsibility to make sure Primo's safe.
Okay.
Okay, we'll talk to you two, and then I think we're gonna call it. That's it. Yes, keep the rhythm. Mind your breathing. Ask Jess to brush up on the song. So now all that's left is to practice. I was wanting to say all that's left for us is to practice, but that was making up the word. It'd probably calm my nerves a little if we could do a full run of the show with an audience. Not sure how we'd swing that though. I can hear your voice crying for me. Man, I'm starving. I could really go for a cotton candy tuna fish taco with some mustard on it right about now. Focus. This is our last shot at proving ourselves. Alright, we'll go to the just to wipe out everything on this side. We'll go over here before I forget. Forget-y. Okay, never mind. It's not open during the day. You idiot. You stupid fool. You absolute buffoon.
Out of here. Like, yeah, right.
Alright. We will call it here. Next time we will keep on talking. Probably maybe finish our talking. Depends on if there's actually a like real side quest or not. Other than just the monster thing. We'll probably do the monster thing. Finish talking to everybody here, pop over there and see what time we got. I didn't realize we're only at 2 chaos. I thought we were at 3 chaos. I guess that's why we never got the thing. I remember saying something about... Oh yeah, we didn't have the Chaos Orbment. Or Hollow Core. Huh, I could have sworn we were at 3. I thought we got that one first. Oh well. I'm Extra Cheesy 87. Stay tuned for the next part. And bye guys.